Okay, mic should be on. Everything appears to be fine and dandy. Let's get rid of the usual text, which is this and that, and say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're here for a platformer game, because I think we're done with the races for now, so we can go back to something normal again.
You're Sonic fan, racing should be normal for you.
I mean, yeah, and as a Sonic fan, I also like platformers, so I guess a different animal will do. A marsupial will do as well. Right, so we're doing the Crash and Sane Trilogy. For now, just focusing on Crash 1, but see how fast I do it. Might go ahead and do Crash 2. Right, I'll just go ahead and switch to the main screen, because there's a whole boot sequence that I want to showcase, so off we go. See, as soon as it boots up, because I'm doing this on PC. I'm a madman.
Oh no. I mean, you want to see the reflections, I can't blame you for that.
Yeah, the Switch version doesn't have reflections. Also, sorry for loudness.
Activision presents a smashing blast from the past.
The days when Activision was good.
I just had the same part, I wasn't sure if I should say it, because I didn't want to be like, oh,
Developed
nostalgia,
by
remember back in the
vicarious
days when
visions.
everything was better.
Oh, that's cute.
It's Crash Bandicoot!
It's HD machine.
Did you catch it, Nico? Or just a normal one?
Pretty. And the volume is restored. He's back again!
Yeah, I mean it. Ivan.
Is
And they're really
my
good
nan?
at not
Is my nan? I don't know. Names are weird. He's back again.
Yeah.
Right. So, I've already done a save. Oh, yeah. Benefit of modern technology, new saves and such. Yes, override it. Alright, let's just go in and have some fun with the original Cash Banooca. Just as soon as these loading screens go by. Yeah, it's a curse. Modern technology.
Shouldn't modern technology make it less long?
No, the more prettier you get, the more it needs to load. Okay, that music's way louder than it should be. Your shit. Like, okay, there must be a bug or something. I cannot hear the metal. It's just way too fucking loud. PC ports are perfect in every way.
Science. Just figuring out what stuff does by mashing it together.
There he goes. No, I'm sure she's fine.
They're just scientists. They're not dangerous in the fight.
Right, so since the cutscene couldn't explain it loud enough, clearly, Crash was pretty much an experiment that pretty much backfired. He managed to slip on out, but forgot Tornarl on the way out, so oops.
And now he has to rescue her.
Pretty much. All the way back down here as well.
Rescuing...
Girlfriend, apparently.
Yeah. Where have I seen this before?
Old Cash Banooca and breaking boxes. It's classic. Right, so it's just your standard platformer here. Nothing special here. You know, you've seen platforms before. You can jump, you can spin, break boxes. That's all good. Here we go. Alright. I feel like I shouldn't need to explain half this shit, but I have to because it's the nature of playing games, I suppose. So, you know, the whole point of the game is to get to point A to point B. That's a no-brainer. So, there's that. These masks here are pretty much acting as extra hit points, but if you collect 3 of them, it's free invincibility.
For a time, right?
Yeah, collect 3 invincibility. I do want to be quick with this though. Going over here quickly. There we go. Right, if I didn't do that, that doesn't break all the boxes. That saves so much time from doing that, by the way. That's just from experience.
Okay.
Because if you didn't have the mask at that particular point, you'd have to run all the way back manually. And,
What's that?
There we go. Collect all the boxes in the stage, you get a gem. That's why I went for that line. The gems are pretty much for completion's sake. They don't really do anything, but you know, a complete ending, all that stuff.
Okay.
Right. Now, I should probably explain the save system in the original Crash, because it was at the time when memory cards were just about being introduced, so it was still on the password save system. But if you did want to save the game with a memory card, because it was an option, the only way to save, and it wasn't by manually, it was by collecting a gem, which is ridiculous. You have to collect a gem in order to save the bloody game. And even if you did collect a gem, by the way, that would mean you have to have an extra long password save, because if you didn't collect any, it'd be really short. But with a gem collected, it had to be like 3 extra lines long. Technology's great.
Yeah.
I should probably also explain that there's a certain rule for collecting gems. In the original game, if you wanted to collect the gem, again, you have to break all the boxes, but you cannot die until you get to the end and collect the gem. The entire stage, which is ridiculous. They fixed that here. Sort of.
Made it easier again, like back in my days, we used to do this legitimately.
I mean, this is legit. Now, but what I mean by sort of is that there's a different set of gems you can collect, which are the colored gems. There's only like 5 of them, so, you know, not too bad. Except those ones you have to follow the old rule, pretty much. But that's it. All the other ones are fine. Another one, worry. Good. Smite the obstacles, jump around, have fun. It's a platformer. And this is why you need to collect the color gems. They allow access to different pathways that I can't get here yet, so there's no point me collecting the gems right now, because I can't. Certain boxes are locked off in certain pathways, and I can't go there right now, so no good. Let's see. I can get this. There we go. Yeah, screw you, TNT. Oh, that was one annoying side effect from the first game. That they fixed it in the sequel, thankfully. The TNT crates, they have an explosion radius that would naturally damage all the other boxes around it. In the first game, if you were just off screen enough, the box exploded, but it didn't hurt any other boxes. Because stupid oversight.
So it's a you don't see it, it doesn't happen type of thing.
Yes, pretty much. It's like, well, I didn't see an explosion happen, did you? So the TNT exploded, but none of the other boxes were affected by it, and it's so stupid. They fixed that in the sequel, and here, naturally. So,
yeah,
thank God.
remaster.
It's just these small first game oversights is ridiculous. 3 boxes.
Just give it up to either running out of time or just that it was not there from a technical, it's not possible from it.
I have no idea if it was like Naughty Dog's first game or something, so just assuming.
Oh, Naughty Dog. Huh.
Yeah, that Naughty Dog. This is one of their titles. Well, they didn't do the remake, Vicarious Visions did, but still.
Yeah, but like the original, I didn't know that, so. Also, you're collecting mangoes, right?
They're called Wampa fruit, but they might as well be mangoes.
Okay, this reminded me of Dota because they literally at some point added an item called Enchanted Mango, and the reason for that being that one of the lead game balance developer just really likes mangoes, and they're like, hey, let's put it in the game.
Just put a mango in there. I don't care. Just put it in. I like mangoes.
Yeah, and now we also have a item that spawns a mango tree that periodically gives you mangoes.
Of course there is.
So there's a serious game.
We have mangoes here. Right.
To be fair, like, one of the oldest items is one that allows you to eat the tree in order to regain health, so...
Eat the tree.
Yeah.
How do you eat the tree?
I sent you a video that explains this in detail.
They better be stripping the bark, I swear. Checkpoint crate. So, you know, it's a checkpoint, that's all it does.
Yeah.
And another invincibility. I'm getting these way too fucking fast. I'm that good.
Maybe it's because it wants to make you feel good. As an excuse for time that it will get stupidly hard because it's an old school platformer.
I mean, the first game is pretty much the hardest one, because in the later ones, there's a lot more mobility stuff that you're capable of doing. Ooh, I think I got hurt. I can't tell. Must have been just the tail end of the invincibility.
Must have been the wind.
That's a new element. These little teleport pads here. In the original game, if you collected the 3 tokens, you go straight to the thing. You didn't have like a platform. But they changed that for the good, pretty much. So say if you're trying to collect all the boxes, and these stages count, by the way, the bonus ones. If you died in this game with the bonus stage, you actually just go back to the platform. You don't lose your progress. So that's good. Shit. So say here, I failed. I didn't die though. I just failed the thing. I'm right back here, so I can go back in again.
Oh.
It doesn't cost a life. You can go right back in and carry on.
So you just tried to demonstrate it. That's really kind of you.
Let's do this again properly this time. I hate the box bouncing. I always get a little bit nervous doing that. And there goes Tawna. That's my girlfriend that I was supposed to save. That's a small touch they added to this game, because, you know, in these bonus stages, you know, you're supposed to rescue Tawna, but she's right bloody there at the end of this, and then bonus stage. For some reason, you just can't nab her. So they added Cortex just grabbing her off the stages. She's not supposed to be there. It's just all these little details, like, you know, it's a remaster, but they put a little effort behind it. It's all good shit.
Yeah. I just hope that the Legendary Edition is exactly like that.
Please, Mass Effect, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, don't really have any more chances.
I mean, I've probably got the worst, like, I guess, critique for it, because, you know, I've been experiencing a lot of mods that's rewritten my opinion of the vanilla game.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
if it doesn't hold up to the mods, then it's not the same, is it?
I just happy to finally have all the DLCs.
Yeah, that's the benefit. Okay, here's a stage. Well, game mechanics are iconic for Crash, pretty much. So we're running towards the camera for some reason. Because of that. It's not Indiana Jones, I swear.
Yeah, just can't have the pen on boulders falling down somewhere.
We didn't say anything about multiple. It's always the 1, never like 5.
I mean, does 5 make it really that much more threatening? It's like, yeah, you're dead if this catches you. With 5 you're more dead.
Yeah, but there's no kill like an overkill.
Yeah, but it's like the difference for me between bungee jumping and
Skydiving.
skydiving, thanks. It's like when looking down, I think I might be more afraid with bungee jumping because like this is
You're gonna
still
be
an
bouncing back up.
incomprehensible. No, I mean that also like gets way worse. Like my god, falling head first without having anything to hold on is much worse than just having the thing that you're also like supposed to the
Bungee cord.
not cord
Parachute.
not parachute, like the I'm thinking too much today.
Brain fart.
It's bad.
Everyone has those.
The harness
Harness.
belt, pretty much like on the clothes. Because you're supposed to hold on to that so that your arms don't flail around, and
Yeah, don't want that
also
whiplash
if you're
kicking badly.
now it's more about that you don't panic and swing around with your arms and might hit the guy that's skydiving with you. Same reason as to why you have to tuck in your head, and they actually wear a helmet, and you just get like a pretty much like a bit of a fancier hat. And like I actually ask him, like, why are you wearing a full helmet and I'm not? And it's like, yeah, because if you get nervous and panicky and fall back with your head, you might knock me out. So that's just why I'm wearing the helmet and you're not.
Oh, that's so reassuring.
Yeah, it's like, okay, doesn't really make it that much safer, but I understand the logic. Uh, so yeah, skydiving you can actually focus it, and it's also like looking from a plane down. It's so abstract because yeah, it's freaking high up, but like, it's not like oh my god, there's 100 or 200 meters, and if I fall, I die. It's like
You can't
yeah,
perceive it.
yeah, it's like over what you can experience. Like yeah, it I'm dying from 100 meters. I will die from this. I don't know, 5,000 meters, something like that. I actually don't know how high we were.
It's high, that's all it matters.
Yeah, which is also like time where you just fly like 10 to 20 seconds, then free fall until the parachute opens.
You got enough time to acclimate, I suppose I'd describe
Yeah,
it.
which you actually do like. It's noticeable where with bungee jumping, like the only
Bungee
thing
jumping's
that I
pretty just
remember is
instant.
like, yeah, just falling and I completely panicked because again, like falling face first, not really that natural for me and kind of a bit weird first and nothing to hold on, so I just failed with my arms and my legs until I was like down, and it's kind of non-perceivable that I went down until I kind of then once I went back up, kind of oh yeah, I'm supposed to put my arms in front of my face so that the crowd doesn't hit me in the face. So I did that, and it's like the second time I came up, I actually was able to process what's happening and kind of started enjoying it. Yeah,
Well, which one did you do first? Was it the bungee jump or skydive?
yeah, bungee jumping, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can imagine the bungee jump being worse if that's your first time free falling.
I mean, it technically wasn't free falling. I had done
Well,
similar stuff, but never to that height. But it's
to a degree.
yeah, like the highest I've been was like so the bungee jumping was around 100-meter, bit less. From school we did flying foxes, which is that you basically hang in a cable and just slide across. So
Okay, yeah.
that that's really fun and
Well,
actually pretty chill. Like once you get over the idea that you're high up, because you're
but,
just sliding along and you can focus on the other side, so you don't even experience how high it is. Or if you look down, yeah, it just glides past you, and there were lots of trees that wasn't as high as doesn't seem so high as it was.
it's pretty much a different set of height, pretty much.
Yeah, and doing that in school, we also did like a giant flip physically, where you think it was like 8 meters where you started, and you jumped down into it, and then it just swinging because it was on the ceiling, so you didn't quite have you just had maybe 3 meters before you actually started to get back into the rope and started to just swing. And you could also do that, which I also did, and with it instead of being just like on your in the middle of like your stomach where you just kind of sit into it and just swing across, that you have the rope on your legs, kind of like bungee jumping, but you start off with hanging out of it, so you kind of just let go and fall backwards, so you don't see where you're going, you just fall a bit and then it like immediately catches you because it's not high, so it's pretty quickly.
This is all for school, right?
This was in school, yeah.
that's way more exciting than what I bloody did.
Yeah.
Didn't do any of that shit.
Actually pretty cool because like pretty much like this thing in Austria that's in the third class you go so a third class of secondary modern school, not sure if you have equivalent for that.
Yeah, go on.
Is that you go for 1 week to do something with sports. And for us it's pretty much was a choice between climbing and at the end of climbing there were this which you could do or horse riding. So before that I actually was a bit afraid of heights and I was like, "Ah, I don't want to miss this. I also
Once
really
the
don't
lifetime
want to go,
opportunity.
but I also really don't want to go horse riding." So I
I
did
would have done
that
that.
and just and yeah, like the first day actually was pretty scared and barely went up until like I actually like started to lose my grip and fell into it and like I felt like started to like slide down and then immediately catch me. This is just where like, oh wait a second, this is actually safe. And
That was close.
yeah, this is then when I kind of started to get a bit braver with that and I mean yeah, I'm pretty sure like for the flying foxes this was the first one we did and all pretty much all the others. I was scared but I was like also there, I'm not going to get the chance again and
For free, mind you.
I mean we had to pay for it because it's
Well, it's not as expensive as it would have been on your own.
probably not, yeah. But, yeah, and then in the fourth class is like a 1 day trip. We again went to the people who did this, and we went to a bridge where we pretty much did the yeah thing with the warrior, just kind of like a giant. Damn it, I forget what it again. I think I already said this today.
It's been a long day, man.
Like swing, yeah, like we did the swing thing, just with like 40 meter to the ground, so you get fast with it, which is pretty cool once you
Speed!
get the courage to jump. But the swing thing you did always together, which is also good because you both make a bit of morbid jokes and like there is no the thing which happened when I did it with the where it was on my legs because I just hang there for like good 30 seconds, maybe more, because I just wouldn't let go. Like, but on the other hand, it's like, okay, I'm going to bring up the courage to swing out because if I swing out, I can't go back anyways, which is exactly what I did. So I swung out, then I like, started to count down to 3 and to let go, and then just like 1, 2, and I just stopped. Like there, like don't want to let go, don't want to let go, and eventually it just did it, and yeah.
You gave up.
It wasn't that, but there's like the thought like, yeah, like I'm hanging here, there's no way I can safely go back, and eventually I will have to let go because
You're gonna get tired eventually. Your grip
Yeah.
will give out. You might as well just accept it. I did all that for no reason.
yeah. So yeah, that's all the adventure stuff that I did, and
And I didn't do any of that shit for my school stuff. Like, I know we had, for my school, we actually had like a skiing option occasionally every once in a while. And I didn't go for some fucking reason. Like, in the UK, to ski, like, that's a rarity.
yeah, skiing is a lot of fun. Like,
One day. I'll do it one day. Anything with cold activities I'm totally open to.
yeah, I have to maybe all be vaccinated at Christmas to actually come here.
Fingers
Actually go
crossed.
skiing.
Right. So, here we're getting a new mechanic. It's more auto running, pretty much. I'm not doing any inputs, I'm just jumping, by the way. Hey, this is as close to suck as you're gonna get.
You're not even like steering.
I'm steering. Just, you know,
Okay.
I'm not moving forward. It's like, that's not my input.
Okay.
The hog's doing it for me. Now, You can still get gems on this stage, by the way. It's just that, you know, if you miss them, you're gonna have to intentionally die. And don't hit the checkpoints by accident either. Alright. I haven't really demonstrated this yet. This game's pretty good for its death animations. There's a good range of them from multiple objects. But you can see how many lives I've generated so far from just, you know, getting all the crates. Like, if you're focusing on the crates, you're gonna get a lot very quickly, very fast.
Yeah, yeah.
What's a habit, really? If you're not doing that, this would be a difficult game.
But this is always like, you put them there right in my path. Of course I'm going to destroy them, like...
Okay, checkpoint, good, moving on. At least for this I could do it in chunks, but can you imagine this with the original game where you had to do this in one go? Like, it's long as well, it's not short. Well, moderately length, I should really label it, because it is short if you do it in one go, so that's something in mind. That way. Thank you.
Yay.
Yay. Blech. I want to the collection. It's annoying that those past previous stages there I couldn't get the gems because I didn't have the color gems yet. It's like rude. Stupid completionist crap.
It's a Metroidvania.
Yeah, kinda. There is a completion ending obviously for getting them all, but it's not really canon to the next game, so that's why I don't bother with it. And it's not really worth the effort anyway. All you get is a slightly different ending, but you know, you missed out on doing the final boss, so what's the bloody point? Oh yeah, there's a mechanic here that if you're dying too often, they'll convert one of the crates into a checkpoint, so that's why it mentions that.
Huh.
Yeah, if you're struggling, it'll give you a hand. And if you're dying too much, it will give you a mask as well. But you'd be dying like 10 times on the same spot, so that should be a good enough warning to say, hey, this guy's shit.
You suck.
It's more of an insult, really, if you're getting a mask. I need to use him as a bouncing thing. Nope. Just keep spinning, it's still fine.
New ability, right?
It's not invincibility, but it'll do. If you notice as well, when I'm hitting the enemies, there's also a small ricochet effect. There's a chance they might hit the next enemy next to them. Or a box, by complete accident. Mostly by accident.
I think it's an accident. Beneficial to you.
It means we explain a mechanic that I keep running past to, I'll point it out once we get to it. I've encountered quite a few of these I've just straight up ignored. It's just mostly timing, that's the problem, really. It's like, I want to get through this game. Ah, shit. I don't know why I held down jump. I was holding it down completely the whole time. It's like, you should probably let go. It's not going to do it for you.
Yeah, but this is like a classic character. Why did I just do that?
Exactly. He's like, I knew what I was
All
doing.
I had
Why
to
did I
do-
let it... Yeah. Why did I
All
let
I
it
had to do
happen?
was press the button right there, and I just didn't. Not press it.
I was holding down the button. I should have jumped,
Yeah.
and yet nothing. Ah. That usually happens in spike deaths. Usually. I don't get the logic of that bounce pad. It's still on, you know, it's still hot, you know, even if there's no fire. Clearly.
Yeah, but maybe your shoes can withstand that for the second tier jumping.
Yeah, but when there's fire, a completely different thing. I burn up to a crisp.
In fire is worse than...
There we go. I need to jump on top of him. He's quite an annoying type of enemy. This green stuff is slippy.
Yeah, of course it is.
No, you don't. You need the full run. That's why I hate the enemy. There's a chance it might just push you off to the side and it sucks. No, you don't. Okay. All good. The difficulty's starting to ramp up now, though. mistimed that. I thought I could jump over it, which you can, just mistimed it. Intense platforming ensues. Fuck. That's where we got like 30 other lives to spare. Which are built up in just like 10 stages. Like, it doesn't take long. Like, if you're focusing on all the crates and everything, it does not take long to build it up.
It also doesn't look like it takes long to do so.
No, it doesn't. Considering, this is classic platforming here. We got, old-fashioned style for live systems. There you go. Do the safe way. Yeah, man, monkey. Okay, let's do something simpler. Or more taxing. Right. Bounce crate, so naturally there's something up here. It's annoying that the bounce crates do count towards the box toll because it is a box, so you gotta get rid of it. Thankfully, no level design here is designed in a way where you can't progress without the bounce box. It's only the steel ones that you can leave behind because the steel.
Okay.
You can't break it.
Yeah. Somebody did a lot of good creative testing there.
I mean, the whole game's running around crates. You got different varieties. You got TNT, standard crates, the steel ones, obviously. There's a third type, which we've been using, that I've just been downright ignoring to describe yet. There, that one. That's the bounce crate, pretty much. Yeah, it has one extra one per fruit in it. But, in the original game for that particular box type, also, I'm just gonna be back here. In the original game, that particular type of crate, you would have originally had to jump on it 10 times because there was 10 1 per fruit in it. They fixed it where you only need to do it 5 times because that was the change in Crash 3, actually, not 2. No, I don't like that one. I'm just glad you have to jump on it 5 times. It still gives you 10 1 per fruit, but just, less jumps.
Yeah. Jumping chances at the same spot actually isn't that fun.
The box breaking. Oh, damn, there's another one. Okay, not bothering me anymore now. You see why that gets annoying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this platform here just in case of that. And I just completely negated it. Oops. Oh, checkpoint. We're all good. Just no mask. Rush it, rush it, rush it! You get larges without this type of platformer. It happens a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so impatient when it comes to that stuff. It's like,
When you've already been through it 5 times over. I just want to go through it faster. We've done this already. I do believe you can stand on this thing on that first little burst, just like the warning fire, pretty much. Yep. I have no idea if there's anything behind that one. I'm not risking it. There's no point because the colored gem's not here. Ooh, 4 lives. Why are they giving away 4?
because they're nice.
I suppose. There we go. There's a little side mechanic that is no real relevancy, but let me see. You can spin away the Whopper fruit. Because, don't spin too much. My god, that's ridiculous.
It,
You can spin away the collectibles that you're picking up. And in case you're wondering, that includes the 1-ups you can find in the fields. Don't do that by accident. There's an achievement for doing that. And it just says, I meant to do that. Pretty sure most people would have done that first time on the first stage because it's an easy life there. Loading screens. Terrible, isn't it? Well, this is not a loading buffer for each time you die, so thank God.
Wait, how did you get here?
I swam.
Wow, you can swim. That's cool.
Selectively swimming, I think, actually. I'm now suddenly glad there's like, once you're in the stage, there's no loading screens at all. It's all, you know, one go, so that's thankful at least.
Probably might take so long.
Alright, this water doesn't look that deep, does it? But you drown in it anyway, regardless.
Right, I thought you can't swim. What is
I-
it with platformers and like platformer protagonists and not swimming?
Not able to swim. The only example of that is Mario. He can swim, selectively.
It's only in the underwater worlds, right? Because in the normal stages, if you fall in water, you usually.
Mostly, but for Mario, he doesn't drown. He actually just holds his breath the whole time, somehow.
Right.
Like, he's got, you know, long air capacity in him. In case you're wondering, mostly for Crash here, I prefer using the D-pad for this. There's no one doing this with an analog stick. Which, actually, fun fact, for some reason on versions of releases the first Crash, depending if it was a late release or not, it didn't have an analog stick support. So if you got the early release, it was on the D-pad.
Huh.
I think the same applies for Crash 2 as well, I think. But because I'm a PAL user, European and such, means that PAL releases are usually released later, so that means they got that support regardless. Usually. Ooh, bit of buffer that was weird.
Okay, so that's not my end.
Yeah, it just had a freeze. Okay. Something happened. Seems fine to me though.
I think it's good now.
Everything's fine. Ooh, nice straight pathway. I'm gonna take that. Okay, now I head back. There's nothing indicating this. Those boxes weren't there. There was nothing here to indicate that. Like, those boxes, they didn't... I'm pretty sure there was no outline for those two boxes down there, but you just had to know.
It's because you activated the exclamation mark box.
Yeah, but there's nothing to indicate those boxes would have been there. When you press that exclamation mark, you should have seen, like, before you press it, or right in front of it, there'd be little box outlines where they would appear. Those two didn't have any. Very rude. So because of gameplay knowledge that I know those existed anyway. They don't do that a lot, thankfully. It's just, those two are a rarity.
Yeah, it's a trick that you can only pull so often, so yeah.
Yeah, you only fall for it once.
And then right at the end again when they do it again after.
Yeah,
You
probably
have been
did.
checking this every time before and finally
You
decide
see
to
it
get
once,
up.
you gotta check everywhere. Yeah, I don't like when it's off screen, that's not fun.
Use the reflections.
What reflections? This is the benefit of using the D-pad though, it's very precise. If you're using an analog stick for this would never work. I think there's support for it, but no, I'm not using it.
Yeah. Wait, if bonus stages can give you lives, can you just farm them for infinite lives since you
No, it's
can't
closed.
die?
It's red, it's closed.
No, but if you die in it, it repeats. So.
No, you lose the stuff. You have to complete to keep it.
Okay. Yeah, sensible.
They were smart. They know how this works. Oh, no, you don't. The next one. This is fine.
Yay.
I'm just happy to collect the gems. I don't mean to. It's so easy to get them. I might as well. Like most of the crates, they're just on the way. You might as well do it.
Yeah.
If this was young me, I would never bother at all. Right. Actually, kind of lost track how many of the. I think there's like a total of 3-ish islands to go through. You know, the set levels.
So we're already approaching halfway issues.
Oh, don't we know? This is Island 1. Okay, so yeah, we're on Island 2 right now. Okay, next boss, which is oddly placed and timed. I don't think they were thinking of how they were doing the placements. They were just doing it. Right. Most of the bosses have some relevancy to Dr. Cortex, but except for the first one, I think he was just a village leader who just happened to be in the way.
You can't just kill all my people with the livestock. Haha. Violence goes good.
Oh, right. He's got a pattern to his movements, that's why. Ow. Boxes. This game is a bit... the remake here is a bit infamous for its hitboxes, so I'll give it that. So, Ripperoo here just jumps in patterns, so you just got time to do the crates for how they explode. Here we go. That's how you heard him. So now he's going to change his pattern. So I think it's mostly diamond shape-ish. No, it's the T. It's a bit closer than planned. Right, this might hit him? Yeah, I got him. Nice. No, I don't remember what the last one is. Is it the diamond shape now? Yeah, it is. Okay, wait for that one. That should do. Why didn't it move? I thought it would still move after setting it. I didn't know they just stay put. Would have been nice to know earlier. Okay, well, in theory, this should be enough.
Just off.
Might be a bit trickier. It might be better if I went for the low one, maybe? You know, it's just timing. I don't know how it works. I'll set this off now and just see what happens. Nice. Did it.
Yay.
And off he goes. I'm sure you'd be fine. Just buy the extra TNT that's fallen. Thankfully there's no need for gem completion for this one. They're just the straight bosses. No, that distraction shit.
Need to destroy every TNT box that's spawned.
Oh, God. Can you imagine? I mean, that's somewhat possible, but then you have to introduce like a limit to how many TNTs would drop, and that's not fun for a boss.
And then you have to finish it with the last one.
Oh God, nope, not doing that. Right, so here's one of the color gems ones, or the special gems, whatever. It clearly tells you right here, get to the end, destroy every box without dying, which is easier said than done. Because you got the pressure of it now.
I don't think about it.
It starts with that. So fun. What you're supposed to do is... Yeah. Very awkwardly go around it. Already I fucked up. I'd have to do a restart just to get that one. Obviously I'm not getting it now. Watch as I proceed to go through the entire stage perfectly without, you know, dying.
Yeah.
So obviously they wanted that little bounce box to, you know, get you back easier, but, you know, completionist crap says otherwise. I'm just not gonna bother with it now. Just go claim my thing and get the hell out of here. If I get every box besides those two perfectly, then that really shows I should have bothered.
This is not a completionist stream, right?
No, not this one. Crash Tube maybe. It might just happen by accident. Those bats are dangerous. And they only stop... Mostly. The bats only stop if I get rid of both the ends of the bat trail. There's like one here and there's one at the start. It's mostly the one at the front that's relevant, really. Okay, so that's the box outline I was referring to.
Okay.
So the trigger is somewhere much further ahead, which means backtracking. Fun.
Favorite game mechanic.
Yep, and Crash is infamous for it. I want that, but the timing's all weird. I'm not bothering. Fuck you. It's in the way. I haven't seen that exclamation box yet. It's considering how far this thing is. Thank you. I mean, yes, they meant to do that. It totally was planned. It just happened to be in the way. I have no idea how all this shit works. You know, mine technology is weird. There's the exclamation box. It's way over here. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Really far. Got more buffer time than I thought. I thought it'd be less.
Yeah, I think you're doing it way too fast.
I know how these work because I've already played the game. Ah, damn it, I got pushed back by accident. Is there a checkpoint there? Yes, thank you. Yeah, fuck
So
you,
that we
push
can
me.
run again.
I'm gonna show 'em what for. Damn, ah! I jumped spin too fast. Alright, fine.
Patiently
Uh,
and about.
I'll play his game then. Yeah, that's how it feels. Playing very daringly there. Nope. Yeah. At least I got a checkpoint. Sequence was weird.
Patterns, watch them.
Patterns? What are those?
Oh. Seems
What are
glitchy.
patterns? You're not stuck in a 2D axis, that's why it's weird.
Yeah.
So in theory, like due to the jankiness of the original Crash game, you could actually bypass that little section there. Like you could just hang on to the very clip of the edge here and you'd be fine. This is fine. Nah, I don't need it. Who cares?
But mangoes.
Whopper fruit, come on. Explain to her.
Mangoes.
I'm gonna wait. Or was it the one afterwards I didn't wait on? Whatever. Alright, should make up for the lives lost. Those second side tokens, I collected them on a different stage. Those are the embryo tokens. They're for more harder challenges, pretty much. Not as rewarding, selectively. They can either provide just, you know, they add to the extra box total, which in the original Crash, these special stages didn't actually count towards the box total. They just added it because reasons. So fun. But they added the embryo stages where they might provide better reward selectively, or just nothing at all.
Oh, okay.
The better reward being a key to an extra stage. So that's why I mean it's selectively better. I don't like that. I would prefer if it did from the top. Final side effect from using bounce crates. If you bounce on them once, leave them alone for a bit, then bounce on it again, it destroys straight away. So you either bounce on it straight away or just leave it for a second later. Like, it would take the same amount of time anyway, regardless.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Also, special stages, they count as checkpoints, thank god.
Oh, nice.
I don't think that was a mechanic in the original game, but I'm glad it's there anyway, regardless. Get the fucking... this piece of shit. I didn't do that, I didn't go right, that was not me.
But somebody went by, so it wasn't me.
It was the spirit the enemy was trying to kill, it was too stubborn. Alright, let's do that again. That was not me, I did not go to the right. Piece of shit. Just grab these and go. I'm glad that the fruit don't despawn, thank god. All that in one go? No thanks. I do like that the, you know, shows like, yeah, you made it through the stage. Here's all the fucking boxes you missed, though.
Oh, he isn't in the missions of Tick anymore.
That was an extra addition. They didn't need to add it, but they did it anyway.
That's neat.
At least I'm glad I'm going through this game quite comfortably, so that's all that matters.
That's good.
I was fearing like I was just be like, oh god, I'm actually absolute trash at Crash. I thought I was decent, at least. Right, next. This might be an inside stage. Maybe. Yeah, on particular stages they get very unique hints. This one is a hint to a particular goal, pretty much to get all the crates, because it's very dickish, I have to say.
Yeah, but that's old platformers, so.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, we're inside. because they can. Why not? Damn it. Shit. There we go.
There you go.
Got it. Stupid depth perception. Yeah, that's the benefit when the ricochet works.
Let's say that death is a pretty good perception, right?
And sometimes it's a bit off. Like, the drop shot here is a bit too soft here, so it's a bit hard to tell.
Yeah, my joke was so bad it didn't even get it. Like death,
Oh, that death.
yeah, it was not good.
A poor joke.
I shouldn't have made it in the beginning, like... it's been always not here that he normally makes those jokes, and I don't have to.
It sounded better in my head.
No, it absolutely didn't, it's just like... like a bad pun, I just kinda need to make it because it's wasted.
But the joke's not funny if you need to explain it.
That's true. I mean, it wasn't funny even if we would have gotten it, but it's the point of puns. Like, puns shouldn't be funny, it should be like, yeah, you did that.
I see what you did there, huh? Same bat mechanic, but there's no, like, gate bat to stop that, which is weird. Like, right now, I was about to say they would stop, but they didn't. So that was too soon. I gotta wait for it to come back up, even though it's a falling platform. I don't get how that works. Any second. There it is.
Dark magic. It's the same way that they can predict the end of the world and
Darkness.
also can't.
Yeah, timing's all weird now. Right. So
Maybe they just made an error and it's not
they meant to
2012,
go
2021.
probably. They got the numbers backwards. Right. So you see this trail wampa through here. You think like, that's an endless pit there. I shouldn't jump down there. Fucking, what's this shit? I don't like this. This is terrible design. I get the hint, but it's like, there's no fucking way I'm jumping down that.
Yeah, this is like the you think I'm stupid enough to jump for that.
It's more like, it's more insulting that it's just a line of wampa fruit, not just a singular. You're supposed to just walk it, but no one would instinctually walk that.
Yeah,
And thankfully that hint is there, but any average player would not do that. They just think, oh, someone must have made an error when they were placing down wampa fruit.
no, that's like,
Because it looks like it's supposed to go straight forward, not to the bloody pit.
yeah, and there are mini kits like this which we can only get with R2D2 and Live in the Lego games because of the gliding mechanic he has. But it's like, when I with him, haha, you think I won't just kill myself for this? You're wrong. Yes, this is so worth it.
How long did the glide last for R2? Was it near infinite?
No, it was a fixed length, but it was a
It
good
felt
amount
infinite,
of thing.
that's for sure.
Like, you could get a good distance with it.
That feeling you go through a whole, collection of boxes all in one spin. Best feeling. I have to do this shit again. This is why I said the depth perception's a bit weird here, because the drop shadow's too goddamn soft. It's the section up ahead where I fell in,
Yeah.
because it's a spinning,
Especially
rotating
because
platform.
the lighting is already pretty dark.
It's so hard to tell. That drop shadow doesn't... Ugh. That. I hate that. It's not good. Where am I supposed to go? That way. Because it's off screen. Rude.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Whee. Right. I hope there isn't like a gem path in this one, because I went through all this effort for nothing again. This one isn't so bad, it's just straightforward, but when it's to the side, it's terrible. Right, this is gonna stay right here. I could have in theory just stay on one of them, the whole way, but why would I do that?
It's slow, yeah.
Ugh. Get those moments when it's too goddamn tight. I don't like it. gonna wait. Because of those fucking bats. There's always the chance you could just miss the jump. Another one.
And another one.
So, yeah, if you're wondering where you get the keys, that's from the embryo challenges, pretty much. There's only 2 keys, so that's not too bad. But they're just for extra stages, which means more stages to get, more gems, you know.
Yeah,
Fun.
it never stops.
It never stops. Just 2 extra stages, thank God. They're completely optional because of that, so thank God. Alright, it starts. Okay, so since the Sane Trilogy release, these bridge stages are quite infamous for a good reason. For some reason, they're like deceptionally hard, even though they shouldn't be. You'll see why in a minute.
I'm sure you manage.
It'll be fine. That's the good old exploit that people figured out. Which is pretty much the same one from the original game if you're having too much of a hard time.
I mean, it does warn you. Danger.
Yeah. Right, so it's pretty much just a bridge stage here. Mind the darker planks, because for some reason those fall, even though they look brand new. I guess they weren't secured enough when they were added.
I did lots of job with that. Why doesn't that surprise me?
You see they've got fake out planks too, so if you stand on those, those just fall away immediately. So that's fun. And then you got these fucking pigs. I don't think you can kill, so I just ignore them straight away. And there's ice ones too, because of course there's ice ones. Why wouldn't there be ice ones?
Okay, it actually doesn't make sense now. Like, what material should we do the new blankets of this bridge? Have we used all the ice yet?
No.
Oh.
Might as well use it. What's annoying about the pigs is they just strip ignore all the planks pretty much. Like, they just go over it, they don't care. Bottomless pits. What bottomless pits? I don't see any bottomless pits here. At a certain point you do start feeling a rhythm for the jumping. Like, it's a good feeling once you get the groove on. That's what I describe it. Nope, never shot that one. But we got the checkpoint, so it doesn't matter. And this one had a color gem stage so that the boxes really don't fucking matter. Just get that perfect feeling. Like, the timing for the jumps are really satisfying. That's why I can give Crash, like, really good recommendations. Just, the jumping feels just right. Like, that's very hard to get in these games nowadays. Stupid warthog that somehow managed to ignore everything. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna go get some... Of course I fucking missed it!
What?
I was supposed to just walk on board thinking, oh, I've got room. No, I fucking missed it. Of course I missed it. Why wouldn't I miss it?
It's nice to, perfectly do this extremely tight jumps.
Very tight.
Get to the bonus stage.
Missed
No,
it.
can't do it. Too hard.
Stupid warthog. Don't like you. Right. I do have lives to spare, so I could experiment with trying the exploit quotation for that one. More like an oversight, really, which I think was in the original game, but it's much easier to do in the original game.
Is it jumping on the ropes?
What gave that idea away?
Guess that's what I would do, is to exploit it.
I mean, using the ropes is probably the most sensible thing anyone would do with a faulty bridge. Yeah, that'll just not use the bridge.
And if you have to use the bridge.
Yeah, if you have to, you use the ropes. Yeah, that's pretty much a temp checkpoint, pretty much, so I'll take it. Ooh, almost to the magic number. Just a few more lives. Right, this is not an enemy you have to destroy. You have to actually use it as a bounce platform. Fun. Yeah, so don't get in the habit of that too soon. I don't like this part. I think this is the element most people don't like. So obviously there will be a revision of this particular stage mechanic So that's fun. And they use more of those bounce platforms.
No.
And you want your full forward momentum too. If you slow down, that's gonna be hard to build back up. You're gonna miss your jump.
Better not miss then. Simple as that.
It's mostly timed where you don't need to correct yourself, so if you jumped it right, you should be fine. We'll get there when we get there. I wonder how much time I can, like, shave off if these loading screens didn't exist. Speedrunner's dream, that. I'd imagine that the Insane Trilogy has to have its own designated speedrunner thing. Speaking of speedrunners, there is they added time trials to the to Crash 1 and 2 because time trials was a thing in Crash 3. And since they had the technology, they might as well add it to 1 and 2 because they're good.
Nice.
And they're very fucking difficult. As cool
Yeah,
as they
that's
are.
usually time trials.
So naturally for time trials, you got like, you don't even have bronze. You have a silver, gold, and then platinum. Platinum pretty much are the dev times. Those are very fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I say
Take me your flashbacks.
platinum or dev times. There's platinum, and then there's the dev times, which are pretty much platinums beyond it. It's the same ranking pretty much, but they might as well be an extra ranking. They're just there to make you feel good. They don't do anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Trick Mini, you also have like bronze, silver, and gold, and like if you start out gold, it's like, yeah, finally got it, and then you struggle to get gold on all the tracks to unlock the final set of them, and then you find out, oh, there is one above it from the devs, and
They
my
don't-
god, those are like literally almost impossible.
Yeah, the dev is more insulting that the dev ones don't do jack shit as well. It's like, why would I even bother then? Because you want to and you know it.
Yeah, pretty much that's the bragging rights.
These boulder chase scenes, I personally use the analog stick. I don't know why, I just like using it this way. Like, I'm doing like a claw grab to hold the analog stick as well, because reasons. It's just very comfortable this way.
Yeah, it's the oh no, I can't let this one let go feeling.
It's like, if I'm holding down a button this whole damn time, I might as well do it comfortably.
Yeah.
I kind of want the more precision of the analog stick. Precision quotations, more like the smooth left and right rather than a harsh right.
Yeah.
I know, I missed some boxes. If only I could get some colored gems around here that isn't too bloody hard to get. Just seeing how far we're progressing. We're making a moderate pace, but I have no idea how to tell how far I am for the game itself, because it's been a while since I played it. Let's see.
I mean, that volcano thing looks funnel.
For this island?
Yeah, it's like, what should be the funnel level for this island? Volcano.
But all islands have
Are we
volcanoes.
sure that we really want to rip Mario off that hard? Yes.
Oh, fun fact. I know a lot of people should know this fact by about now, but when they were developing this game, most games have like a project name and all that such. It's like same thing for consoles and such. You wanna know what they called this game when they were developing it?
Yeah, was it?
It was called the Sonic's Ass Game because you're playing as an anthropomorphic character, but most of the game you're looking behind him with his ass. I'm not joking. They called it the Sonic Ass Game whilst they were developing it. How original. It never leaves me. This might as well be a Sonic game. That brings the question, why are they called the sequel project name? Sonic's Ass Game 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Maybe. I mean, that's like how working titles are. You should just have fun with them.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to remember what like the project names were for like the consoles as such, because I know that for the, was it the Wii or no, it was the GameCube. They called it Project Dolphin because reasons. I have no idea why it was called Dolphin.
Because the emulator is also called Dolphin.
But yeah, because one came first before the emulator. But I have no idea.
But they need a future.
Wait, Nintendo Sports Emulation? What's that about?
I mean, they knew they couldn't stop it, so
Yeah, but they could stop, you know, the ROM sites.
it's like the same that The Simpsons can predict the future, but also only uses it to make quality TV, back in the days at least.
Right, I need to just remember in future for that enemy, just jump on it. Just don't bother spinning, I'll end up pushing it back. Somehow. I don't know how. It just does. There we go. Okay. Steady. There we go. All safe. Oh, damn it, I thought I could make it back. It's platform syndrome.
All safe. Sector not clear, sector not clear.
It's a curse that's always going to happen in platformers, just in anything. Like, perfectly fine the entirety of the game, then there's that one section. It's really fucking easy, but you always screw it up somehow. And this is it for this one. Okay, let's go again. Okay, fine. Okay. All good. Oh, nice. The ricochet did the work. How many lives we got? Ah, we're one short.
I mean, we already were there, but yeah.
Oh, are we? Oh, yeah. Nice.
I mean, you were before and then
I didn't
you
notice.
gained some, then you
I didn't-
lost some.
I didn't point it out yet, and now we've lost it. Not nice.
Opposites of nice.
Mean?
Sorry, mean or me? But
Mean. You said opposite of nice, so I guess that, or rude.
yeah, and it's
Bad,
probably
I suppose, is the
somewhere else.
opposite.
I just mainly know it from the comic highlights of the comical meme complete recaps somebody did.
Yeah, whatever, I'll
It's
take that.
just a giant mashup of memes anyways as well, so.
Fuck. I didn't know. I should have watched.
Except for the parts where they mash up his combat music with brilliant racing, which is like, this actually works really, really well.
Okay, let's try this again. What? Yeah, fuck you. I'm taking a cheap shot this time. Gonna wait. Nope, no, I should have gone now. But no, because it's already full. Right, off we go. Used the time for these things to be like faster. You expect them to be faster.
Yeah, it's like the just slowing me down.
I didn't know if you would stay off. It's Cash Banooca! It's Rape Hunter, it's been a while.
Yeah, but
The reason I labeled this stream title as Cash Banooca because I'm a bit of a fan of Categories, so. His reviews are very on point, I have to say. You give a watch, he's entertaining. And he's also British, so it works out in favor. Right. What are these ones? Got another caddy fat, no joy.
yay!
Okay, steady. I'm just gonna give the warning now, you know, in case anyone else has dropped in. I'm not bothering completing Crash 1 because it's too goddamn hard. I may bother with Crash 2 though once I get there eventually. And I don't.
Reference to something with a bonus round or...
The bounce around it's another Kiddickers reference. There's gonna be a few, I guarantee it. Oh, no, they do that. They just completely went away. Good. Steady. This is one of those like tall platforms that you know you're just gonna fall all the way down, isn't it?
And yeah, and then you mess it up and just fall all the way down.
Just
because
miss
you tried to
all of the
correct it.
platforms, because why not? Can't remember if I bothered collecting the boxes on this one. I've completely blanked out. I'm not getting the platinum relics in Crash 1 no less. The Crash 1's like the hardest one you can do as well, because of course it is.
It's the first game, of course, it's the house, and it's like, always like that. The original is like, yeah, we didn't know how difficult to make it, so we went with yes to that question.
It's more difficult, like, these stages weren't exactly designed to be rushed as well, so that's why they're difficult. There's also the added fact that for Crash 2 and 3, they give you an ability called the Crash Dash, which allows you to, well, dash, make you run faster. They don't add it with this one, because the stage design is not designed with that in mind. So you can imagine how strict the timing is as it is. Let me see the sequence of this one. I don't like it. What do you say? Ah, damn it.
He evolved from TF2 references to Cuddy references.
It's a start. You gotta start somewhere. Right. Let's get this correct this time around.
I do love the fact that he just, like, noticed that he misspelled references. And instead of fixing it, he just typed it like
Just accepted it as it is. That's dedication. Tag team racing. I actually have that game. I have good memories of that one. That's a good one. It's a racing game, but it's a platformer at the same time. I don't get how that works.
Maybe the same way magnets work. They just do.
It's just for some reason, like most of the game, like I guess environment world thing, whatever. It is just like a platformer, but then in between you can do racing. So it's a weird racing game, but it's got a fun mechanic. Because the gimmick for tag team racing to make it unique as a kart racer is that you are able to clash with other kart racers to basically convert it into pretty much a kart racer with a shooting mechanic.
Okay.
It's another one. He's done another one. Just go watch Kid Icarus. He's good. He's pretty much, like, his editing style I would describe as pretty much the qualities of a YouTube poop. That's the best description I can give. In a good way.
So, what did he say?
For his editing style is to the qualities of a YouTube poop.
Okay.
I was about worried that he's like, you don't know what a YouTube poop is?
I mean, no gamer proof for Mass Effect.
Yeah, kind of think that, yeah, just you know, in a more chaotic manner, if it's chaotic enough as it is.
Is more chaotic?
It's a thing. To be fair for categories, he's kind of overwritten my, like, when I think Crash Bandicoot, I just think Cash Banooca. Because goddammit. And this is the speed I was thinking of. Much better. That was a challenge. This is a long ass stage, I gotta say. Thank God this isn't a stage that requires me to, you know, not die for it. Made it. Finally. That was a long one. Like, you imagine that with a time trial to it. And with time trials, you gotta do it in one go, because, you know, if you die, you're stuck at the beginning. Fun. Right, should be the boss next, so that should be much simpler.
But boss fights should be the hard thing.
Actually, they're the easy part, for some reason.
Something's not right.
Well, to be fair, one of the later bosses is somewhat challenging, just due to buggy hitboxes. Right, Koala Kong. we didn't have the budget for King Kong, so we got a koala instead, because Australia, mate.
This koalas are not. Okay, the koalas.
He's quite the Kong.
Koalas are just cute.
Not this
They
one.
Live all day.
Come on, throw it. Throw it, you know you wanna. Throw it. You can throw it. And throw it back. Now he's gotta do that 4 more times. Like an idiot. This is Bruce's entire pattern. I should probably bring this up. There was a very, I gotta say, very cringe like promotional video for like Crash 2, and for some reason, because at the time it was the thing, they decided to make the entire thing with mocap technology for capturing all the animation.
Oh.
This is like, you know, when Crash 2 released, pretty much, so you can imagine how dated mocap tech was back then. It was very obvious.
Oh my god.
It was raw mocap. They didn't tweak or anything. It's like, yep, that's definitely a guy doing all those movements.
And I guess it's like also because like the proportions just don't match up because he's an animal and
No,
not
they
a human.
don't.
It's way worse.
And they gave him a terrible voice too, since his, you know, Crash Bandicoot Australian Marsupio, they made him Australian, because of course they did.
This is not a knife. This is a knife.
Oh, there he goes. Like, Crash is a character that's not meant to talk, and he keep doing it. He's never meant to talk. He can make noises, but that's it.
Yeah, it's like some protagonists should stay silent for their own good.
Alright, see you, Rainbow Hunter. Always nice to have drop in and drop out.
Yeah.
Actually, that's another example of, like, you know, Crash talking and such. So, you've heard of Skylanders, right?
The one with where you put your figures on some.
Yes,
place.
that one. Okay,
Yeah.
for some reason they put the budget to make a television show that was, for some reason, that was animated by the same dev team who provided the Blizzard animations, which is very specific.
Okay.
They made a Skylanders show with that, and Crash makes a cameo, and yep, he's straight up Australian. And he talks. It's so wrong. It's so fucking wrong.
Was the series good? Because like the Blizzard animation is usually top notch.
Yeah, I think I only got 1 season, and it was on Netflix.
Okay. Oh, I could watch it then. In theory.
If you want.
Shouldn't
It's,
bore me, right?
it's definitely a budget show, that's for sure, you can tell.
Yeah. I mean, I already don't watch so many things. I should actually say that about so many because I never won't watch it anyways. Like, no time. Need to finish FTL Cast World Adventures first.
Let's see. Oh, right, yeah, so I'm pretty much caught up with my shows right now, so I think I'm free. I think, you know, there's a cooldown first before you do
Nice.
anything else, of course, naturally.
Watch Against the Odds. It's only 1.5 hours.
Yeah, but I'm watching The Dark Knight. For some reason, I just want to watch the trilogy for some fucking reason. I'm just starting with Batman Begins and see if it's as good as I remember it being. It still holds up somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it's not somehow like there was a reason why people still consider it like the best comic books, such like The Dark Knight. Like, it's a good comic book, but like even if you take away everything that's like Batman, you just make it the plot with new characters.
It's still a good
would
movie.
be a freaking movie, yeah. Like, Christopher Nolan also stuff, so.
I should probably ask, you know, same director and everything. Was Tenet good then? Because, you know,
Yeah, I tried it, like.
well, with that logic in mind, it must be similar quality.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's not up to the highest of heights, but it absolutely holds up, so.
Okay, something to look forward to then.
Yeah.
Take the hits, it's fine. I can imagine as to why, like, the Dark Knight trilogy worked so well, is because the process for making the films was, you know, Batman, and the idea was just adapt Batman in a more realistic world, and it works because
Yeah.
it's Batman.
It's like also because like he also like I think it also captures Batman really well, especially Batman Begins.
Hmm.
Like the whole reason, like the fact that it takes so long for him to actually become Batman, but the payoff's absolutely there because like
He
just
doesn't
seeing
become Batman
how-
overnight.
Yeah. And yeah, the Dark Knight Rises then is a bit step backwards, but considering what happened to Heath Ledger, and I think he had planted the Joker return, so I'm
Yeah.
sure like if there was a bit of another version of the movie before.
It probably was scripted with Joker in mind, but you know, stuff happened.
Yeah, sadly.
Can't be helped. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
I didn't know that hurt me. Well, thankfully, we went through that already, so it's a prompted checkpoint.
Yeah.
Right, the pipes here are weird, because obviously the red ones, they hurt you, bad. But the blue ones, which are ice cold, don't hurt you? You think it'd be like, you know, liquid nitrogen should freeze you instantly from touching, but no, it's fine.
Yeah.
All the other environments shit here are dangerous, they hurt you. Except the blue ones. Blue one's fine. Right. I'm not sure I passed a color gem path yet or not. I've blanked out on this point. I've started ignoring it.
No, that's fair.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Oh.
Thank God he doesn't get a concussion from this shit. I mean, he probably has like 12 going on right now, he's just ignoring them all.
I mean, if you get enough concussions, you kind of forget that you have them, right? That's how it works.
I think so. Probably explains why he doesn't talk much. Tight platforming. You know you're playing a classic platform when it's tight. Oh,
Yep.
I missed a token somewhere. Well, I don't care. No, this is a case I just have to go back. Which it probably is. These games are not shy with backtracking. I think we've evolved past that nowadays.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to go that way.
Do an extra life out of it.
And I think they showed that path for a reason, because something tells me... Oh, okay. I thought it was a case where, you know, the next one would have a dangerous hazard. He's like, you should probably move early, just in case.
Yeah. This is gonna hurt.
If you think that's bad, you should see Crash 4's. It's ridiculous. In Crash 4, the stages are much longer, because of course they are, technology and such. But they add like 3 times the amount of crates. You can get stages with up to like 300 crates. It's ridiculous. And it's worse, a lot of the stages have dickish crate placements where they're completely off screen, hidden, no way in spots where you would logically look to check for boxes. It's ridiculous. As a game though, like the game itself is perfectly fine. Just don't complete it. It's a nightmare. As a game on its own, it's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also like not the biggest fan of like, oh yeah, just we hide things everywhere and like most TV is wasted Zweika. Same for like 100%ing Titanfall 2. It's like, okay, I need to find all of the helmets. Well, here we go with the completionist guide and just have it open on the screen while I play through all the
I'm assuming
levels
like
again.
I'm assuming the helmets are like placed in spots that you wouldn't normally ever look to go to at all. Like
Yeah.
it's really out of the way.
I mean, they actually weren't that bad, but there's some Titan levels which is like playing your Titan, and they also hit them there. So to find them, you would need to get out of your Titan and look around a bit. It's like, I'm just fighting Titans here. I want not get out
I
my
want to
Titan
have
normally.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halo had a similar thing pretty much with the hidden skulls because they were placed in spots that I'm pretty sure nobody would ever look.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going.
But
Wait, did I even collect it?
most of the time they're actually sensibly placed, so like, and they're not that many that it's not like an open world game. Like, Oh, you want to complete this game? Well, find all 1000 eggs.
Right, so I accidentally destroyed the Aku Aku mask to the box too fast, so I didn't pick up the mask because of that. I destroyed it without even picking up the thing.
You meant to do that, right?
Yeah, so whatever. Alright, so this is a case where you might need to backtrack to get more of the crates, which is fun with this camera. You can see the problem there already. With this angle, you can't see shit.
So let's not do this.
Yes, not do that. I'll follow the crash too, though. That isn't as bad. It doesn't happen too often. And that will just use my complete save, so there's that.
That's also an option.
Fuck, I didn't even see that. I mean,
It's like
that's my beef for just rushing it, but, you know, I want to rush it, as I can. I can see where invincibility would be useful here. I'm not doing that, though.
Wait, there are no mangoes in there. And I continue to call them mangoes.
Oh, those were the jumping types, that's why.
Ah, okay.
I could have jumped on them, like, what was that, 15 times? No, 20.
Yeah.
Nah, not doing that. Right, let's just see where we, just keep track of pacing here, because I need to know where to stop. Just, you know, pacing's fine for the next one. Ah, fuck. Closer to the end than I thought. Shit. Because it's right bloody there. Hang on, if I go back, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so since this is a more modern game, they naturally decided to add some new stages. Only 2 new ones, naturally. They added a new stage here. I say new. It was basically a fully developed stage that never got released added to the game because it was too bloody hard. So they added it. Because why not? And it has a gem. So fuck you if you thought it wasn't hard enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fun. So you can see right down there on the right, that's the stage I just unlocked. The one that's blinking red.
Ah, okay.
So we're right bloody there. I didn't realize I went that far in. Right. Oh, now I'm concerned like if I should just keep going or do I stop here? It doesn't mean I'll go over 2 hours, I'm pretty sure.
Sleep schedule.
I mean, could. Just thinking now, maybe I should just extend it to Crash 2 then, just for balance sake. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Trilogy run.
So, what?
Oh, fuck it, we'll do the trilogy run. Why not? Why not? Let's extend it a little bit. Who's gonna mind that?
Ah, who needs sleep anyways?
Well, I'm not doing it right now. I'm just saying, like, future streams, I'll say fuck it was. Because I'm pretty sure like the next stream would be too short. Might as well extend it to Crash 2 and then, you know, see where that's going.
No, that's fine.
Alright, we'll stop here for now. Because it's just the right spot. Right. Hang on. There we go. Cut the music. Right. Let me just get to the thumbnail preview. Which, I'd say it's on point. It's not my best, but it will do. It's kind of... It gets tricky at some points. You don't know how to represent it at your best. It will do the job. Right. That'll do for a stream. It's Wednesday today, right?
Yep.
Okay, so stream tomorrow then for more Crash Bandicoot. And probably Crash 2, because it might be too short. Maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
We'll just see what happens. Right. Till then. Yeah, till next time. See you. Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.